All right, welcome to the Rural Talk Football TV Premier League debate show. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Got Tobias Shaq in the building. All right, biggest game of the season so far on Saturday. Man City, Liverpool. Two of the best teams in the league so far. Two of the best managers in the league. And two of the best players in the league. Tobias, who's it a bigger game for? Man City or Liverpool?
Liverpool.
Yeah, 100%.
Massive game for Isla.
Yeah, 100%.
This is an interesting game, to be fair. Like, he's lot been quiet. I can see 1906 is worried because he didn't turn up again. So, you know what I mean? It's going to be an interesting game. But
No, 100%. 100%. I think it's a big game for Liverpool. I think if Man City even lose the game, nothing really changes. But we'll find out where Liverpool are as a team. Personally, I think in my opinion, I think we're a top four side at the moment. But if we can beat Man City, then we're in a title challenge. No matter what people say, we're in it. It all
you've been
depends.
hiding.
You know what?
Been hiding from the title challenge talk for a while.
You know what? It's not even that. It's that we just thought as Liverpool supporters, if you support Liverpool, it's that how would the midfield gel with everybody else, like with all the other mechanics in the team? Like defensively, not too bad. Goalkeeper outstanding. Forward line, loads of goals. It was just the engine room, if it can click. And really, it's clicked quicker than I actually thought. And I think more than Liverpool supporters would have thought that the midfield role has clicked. We still need a specialist number 6. But at the moment, with the goals we've got from our front five and our midfield players, that it's catapulted us into a position where we might have to challenge for a title. We might be Man City's closest rivals. I think, like you said, it's a massive game for Liverpool just to see where they are, win, lose, or draw, just to see where they are away from Man City.
I think it's an interesting selection from both. Like, I think Doku has to play. Doku has to play the midfield for both teams because I know Kovacic may be out. De Bruyne is obviously out. So who they going to play in there? Rico Lewis, they might play him in there because they've known to do that a couple of times because and also the matchup with Salah and Guardiola. That's another interesting matchup. So there's a couple. I'll be interested to see. I know who you're going to go with up top. I think this is Nunes. I think this might be Nunes' time to shine. He's Nunes now. Don't let Nunes do it here because even you'll come back to being a fan. This is
the best in the world, man. Best in the world. You know what? I think you're correct. I was going to come to that. I was going to say like matchups. I think midfield is key, but I was always thinking it's the battle of the fullbacks for both sides. It's who can defend the wingers on the either side. Like Trent and Tsimikas, can they defend if Doku plays or Grealish and Foden plays on the other side? And if Guardiola and Walker play, can they defend? I think Diaz will come back in this game for the counter-attack, for the pace. And can they defend Salah? I think that's going to be massive. Who can defend properly in the fullback positions and playing out wide?
Does he go with no DM? Does he go with McAllister in DM position?
That's a interesting situation for Klopp. Does he go with the tried and trusted, or does he go with what we need? And if you look at Klopp through the years, he always goes with the tried and trusted.
So what's your best midfield now?
Personally, if I'm playing Endo. Even if you don't think he's good, he's a specialist in that position. That's where he plays. And I think with Man City, you know they're going to make you suffer. You know it's going to be a typhoon. There's going to be a spell in the game, that 15, 20 minutes where they're going to absolutely batter you. And you've got to hold tight. And I think you've got to have specialist people in their positions playing in these type of games. So I would go Hendo, McAllister, Soberslide. I think Gravenberch just misses out. But I'm going with a specialist. I think you've got to, regardless, even if Liverpool fans don't think it's good enough or whatever, you've got to go with a specialist number 6 in there.
As
especially.
McAllister played higher up.
Well, he's played. No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. And I think he's got a lot of stick from Liverpool supporters because of his performances. I think he's actually been good when he's got the ball. The difference is he doesn't know how to adapt when the ball's transitioned into so the ball turns over into a counter-attacking phase where they have to defend. But that's not his job. He's never been a number 6 like that. If you're going to play him as a 6, he's got to be a double pivot in a 4-2-3-1. But I think if you put him further forward, Endo, Soboslai, McAllister, I think that matches up better than hitting him in the 6. But in my opinion, I think he's going to go Soboslai, McAllister, Gravenberch.
He's definitely going to go that way. You know he's going to go that way.
Or he might throw a curveball. He likes doing that. I might see a Curtis Jones because of the pressing instead of Gravenberch. He likes tried and when it's the big games, he always goes tried and trusted. Always.
You know what? Like Curtis, I thought he was going to pull someone else out the bag. Man said Curtis. You know,
Curtis loves Curtis for the pressing.
He does, but I don't know. With you not being or used to be so reliant on your fullbacks, can you afford to not have a specialist DM?
100%. I think these are the type of games where you get exposed if you haven't got specialist players in their position, especially with our fullbacks inverted coming inwards. There's going to be space over the top in Trent's position with Doku, whoever they play, Grealish, whoever plays in that position, they're going to get a lot of joy. You need a DM to plug them gaps. You need a specialist DM to know that role. And I think Endo's got to play. I think out of all the midfield players for this game, to me, he's the first name on the team sheet from midfield. He has to play.
Who's your best 11?
What, for the Man City game?
Yeah.
I think the back 5 picks itself. It's a toss-up, because I like, I think Konate's quality, but Konate can't stay fit. And I think he can't stay fit. I like him, but he's got potential to be one of the best centre-halves in the Prem, but he can't stay fit.
The new Varane.
And 100%, and they love talking about Saliba, which I think he's amazing. But when everyone's fit, Konate plays ahead of him for France. People don't even realise he plays ahead of him. So that's how highly Deschamps rates him. I think he's fantastic, but he's injured. I will go Konate just with Van Dijk, Trent, Tsimikas, and I'm going Hendo.
Is Robertson definitely out?
Yeah, he's dislocated shoulder. He's done. He's not. You're not seeing him till the new year. That's what I said. The fullbacks, the fullbacks scare me. Then you got Endo, Soboslai, McAllister, and the front three is a bit of a tricky one. I think Klopp is going to go with Salah, Diaz, and Nunes. And I think with Man City, especially when what they do now, they infer they don't put their fullbacks like Liverpool into midfield. They put their centre half into midfield. So I think on the counter attack, if you've got a bag of pace,
their fullbacks.
Yeah,
Pep just plays with it, man. He's just because he's got fullbacks that aren't attacking. In that sense. You got Guardiola and you got Kyle Walker, and they can make the three. He just switches it up.
Yeah.
So that's why it'd be interesting to see who they play midfield because obviously they've got a couple of injuries going. And is Edison fit?
I think he will be
fit, which if he isn't, that's massive.
Yeah.
From Ortega, I don't think he's it, but that's another one. Stones is out, I think.
Yeah.
Kovacic is out, maybe.
I don't think he would have started anyway.
So who are you looking at midfield then? Rodri?
I think he's going to go Rodri, Bernardo Silva.
And it's Grealish, Foden, or Lewis, really.
Yeah. Because I don't see Matthias Nunes playing.
No, I think he's injured as well.
He's injured as well. They've got a few different... You know what? It's hard to guess Pep because he likes throwing a curveball. He might throw a madness in there, a Kanji or something. You just never know with Pep.
But from the positives, they've lost 2 already this season. So it's not as if they're not looking like the undefeatables, if you know what I mean. They're potentially there for the taking, and it's probably the best time to be playing them.
100%.
You know I think there's vulnerabilities. They've got injuries. and you're probably catching them now at their weakest.
And after, you just never know what happens after international game. I think after international game at 12:30 kickoff as well, you just don't know what's going to happen. It's a tricky one. I still think Man City are massive favourites for the game. I still think they're favourites for the league, but you just don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to call. I think Man City are favourites, but
how many? If we say Man City are favourites, they've lost two already. Say if they lose to you on Saturday. So how many games now are we looking at that a team can lose and win the league?
Well, I think it might be the lowest points total in a long time. I think the top 6 or 7. I think they all can take points off each other. I think it's shown with Chelsea drawing with Man City and scoring 4 against them. I think the players Man City have lost are massive. Gundogan, massive players. These are Mahrez, experienced players who get you big goals in massive games, and you know what you're going to get from. So they got to bring in some youngsters in Doku, Matthias Nunes is completely different. So I think, and De Bruyne being the biggest one, that's a leveler for everybody. You got the best midfielder in the league by bar none, out for basically most of the season. So it's a leveler, and I think for the Premier League, if Liverpool can win, it makes it more exciting. But I think if Man City win, it's just another day.
Trying to bring us into this, man. Find your own about for the Premier League.
For the Premier League, mate, we've got the Premier League on our back, helping.
As long as you man, I'm good. I'll worry about Man City another day. But you, nah, I'm not on it. But it is a battle of the big game players, isn't it? Really now,
Yeah.
In that type, you're looking at from both teams. You're looking at Salah and Rodri for me. I know everyone talks about Haaland, but Rodri pops up in these games.
Massive goals, gets massive goals in big games, always. And I think Van Dijk's looking back to his, not that he's the super peak, but he's looking back to how Van Dijk was. He's looking good. Yeah. So he needs a big game as well. And I don't think the big centre halves worry about Haaland in the sense of he's not going to hurt them in a sense of him getting the ball and doing something magical. Haaland hurts them if a bit of movement from the other players and he gets slid in. So I just think
it's the quality from others really that help him more than anything. He's not, as you say, he's not going to come off and play in pockets or holes
or turn and start running you and take it on 2-3 plays. He's not that. He's not that.
He's going to be looking at in behind, and he's going to be looking at like feeling you to hold up the ball, but give him supply, score the goals, and that's it. Just get him to stop in the supply, and everyone said that since obviously De Bruyne has been out, but his goal tally's still quite high.
Yeah, it's still high.
So you can say that, but you've got other quality from Foden's like Doku, Grealish,
Bernardo Silva,
Rodri.
They're still, to me, they're still the team to beat. And even if they lost this game, after January, February, they're going to rack off a 13-game winning streak. They do it every year. Regardless how the form is, they will rack off 13 straight, and it's how the other teams can cope with it. I do think Liverpool at the moment are Man City's biggest challengers, just because of the front five, the goals. I think we've got more goals than Arsenal. I think Arsenal maybe defensively as a team's better, but I think every player in Liverpool's team scores more goals than any of the Arsenal players. So
So is Nunes slowly becoming the actual regular for you? That's what it's looking like.
Well, yeah.
Gakpo's sort of gone into the wind. Gakpo could play the centre midfielder role.
He could play in midfield, but I wouldn't play him in there. I think he was coming into my reckoning about him being the false nine. But I think at the moment, when you play against Man City, what I've seen is raw pace beats them.
Yeah, you just need
raw bag of runners. You just need a bag of runners. Yeah, just raw pace, erratic pace, just direct pace causes them problems. And I think he gets the nod. No, I wouldn't be shocked and I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be angry if Jota played through the middle as well, because the difference with Jota's a better finisher than Nunez. Personally, I think Jota's the best finisher at the club. So I wouldn't mind him playing down the middle. But I think Diaz definitely has got to come back. Just the pace in behind, just on the counter. But it's going to be interesting anyway. Last bit, Tobias. What do you think the score will be?
Go safety 2-2.
2-2. My heart's saying 2-2, but my head's saying 2-1 Man City. I think they're gonna just win. I think they're just gonna.
You know what? Yeah, this is where I know you're trying to set some powers, awaken some powers out here. You know. What you mean 2-1?
I'm just thinking 2-1. I'm thinking 2-1.
Now, when you look at it, though, and you look at the injuries and what I said, it's best position. Like it's best time to be playing City, really. For you, I wouldn't feel as comfortable if it was us because I couldn't rely on us to do anything. But I think for you, looking at the state of the league and what it looks like right now, form-wise as well.
I'm just scared of our fullbacks. I just don't think they can cope. When we're under pressure, there's going to be spells in that game where you need a bit of luck and you need your goalkeeper to pull off worldies and the ball's going to be scraped across the line and scraped across the box. And I just don't see how Trent and Tsimikas cope against their wingers because they can't defend, especially Trent. I'm tired of seeing him getting ruined by every winger in the league. I just don't see he could defend. I think there has to be a talk about Trent where to play him because fullback at home, if you're going to play him at home and you're dominating the ball, I understand. But away from home, he's shown time and time again he gets ruined by anyone. I think if you ask any winger in the Premier League, who do you want to play against? I think they all scream Trent. He can't defend. He can't defend full. He can't defend 1v1. He can't, Tobias. I love him, but he can't. He's terrible. He gets ruined by everyone. I watched him against Luton. I watched him against Luton.
I'm saying City need to play Doku because
100%.
Like that's the Trent's not going to want it.
No, he'll kill him. He'll kill him.
And really, this is what Hendo. This is where Hendo sort of like unselfishness shines, if you know what I mean, because all them doggy work he used to do for Trent to make Trent be able to play his game as he did, like not many people notice it, but the system worked, and now without it, and without a DM, to be fair, if he had a decent DM and he had some form of protection, I'd understand, but he has none. And then he plays on the same side as Salah. As much as you want to say Salah has good work rate, but he's not interested in coming back too much.
Yeah, but Tobias, there's times where you have a DM, if you have Salah tracking back, there's going to be times where it's going to be just a 1v1 situation with the winger and the fullback. He gets ruined every time. He just can't defend. Tobias, he gets ruined by everyone. Yeah. Everyone gives Trent that work. He does, bro. I'm tired of it. I see the Luton guy, I've never heard of him in my life. Ruin him. He can't defend, bro. He just can't. He can't. I know you're trying to defend the light-skinned community, but bro. He can't defend.
You know what it is, yeah?
He can't defend.
Shall I tell you what? Yeah, he's mad though, because he'll go Spain potentially, and he'll be a beast. Out there, because and there's no worrying about him defending,
bro. Because there's no erratic wingers in Spain, bro. They're all techie, bro. There's erratic wingers in Prem, bro. There's runners direct. He gets exposed, bro.
There's got to be a way. I don't believe like midfield's the future for him. I just don't see it.
Bro, fullback ain't, bro.
But in fullback, you can't tell me that then. We're looking at a player that potentially doesn't have a position.
100%. He's a great footballer. He's he's a generational talent with the ball at his feet. But where does he play? I think, you know what? People might think I'm crazy, yeah? I think he should play as a number 10, bruv.
Yeah.
As a 10. Play him in the hole, get him on the ball, score goals and that, because that's number the only 10. Position. Get him out of the way.
Some fake Dele Alli.
Yeah, man, get him on the ball. Get him on the ball. He can't play as a 6, especially in a 3. The only way Trent can play midfield for me, if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, you play double 6, and you have a runner next to him, and he could be the dictator, the tempo of the game. At fullback, I don't think you can win leagues no more and Champions League. I think he's been exposed too much. with Trent playing there.
But
He
we're
can't.
talking about improvement. You're telling me he can't improve? Is this what we're saying?
Bro, I don't think...
football IQ, you look at it and you can look across the years and attribute-wise, like, he's not mad slow. Like, he's not weak. He's not mad small. So what's the problem? Surely IQ must come into it. Are we saying that he's the right back version of Marcus Rashford?
Yeah. I just think the difference is, Tobias, I don't think he wants to defend. I don't think he wants to, because since he's come into the right back position, we always know about his deficiencies at right back. But you'd thought, okay, as he gets older, he'll get better. We never thought he was going to be amazing, but he hasn't improved one bit. He has no interest in trying to defend. You watch his body shape when players are running off him. Tobias, it's like a 12-year-old watching a 12-year-old.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like, if we're like, surely if he's got everything else in the locker technically, then all you really got to focus on is defenders, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's himself as well. He needs... Listen, if I'm playing right back, yeah, and I know everything, I'm so good attacking-wise, I'm like maybe the best in the world when it comes to the ball at my feet going forward, but I'm one of the worst when it comes to defending. I'm going to look at it and say to myself, you know what? I need to work this over the summer. To me, he doesn't even try. There's so many great fullbacks. You're telling me you could even call like someone like Ashley Cole and ask him, like, just even pick his brains about how to defend. He's a coach. You told me these guys can't teach him how to defend. He's just not interested. I think in his head, he thinks he can play midfield, but he can't. Not in a free.
He's got to defend there as well.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Where does he play? Because he can't defend. He has no interest in defending. With his talent, he should not be sub for England. But he should be. Because to me, he's not better than Reece James and he's not better than Kyle Walker. And you'd rather play Trippier there because you know you're going to get stability. He's just a liability there. He gets destroyed by average wingers. Average. And he gets ruined. He doesn't even get, like, he gives them trouble. He gets battered by them. You could show a highlight reel of just Trent getting ruined by wingers. And it's basically every winger in the league.
So are they not? That's what I'm saying. Like, surely, because obviously we've got the same gripe with Rashford. And his lack of footballing IQ and passing the ball, and all he wants to do is cut and shoot and all the rest of it. So what are we saying then? These players just are living off their laurels and that's it. 100%. They're not interested in nothing else.
100%.
That's what. 100%. As much as other coaches need to be called out, then surely Klopp must be looking at this thinking something different, because even over the years, he has never gave or provided any competition in that position for Trent. No. It's always been Trent's position.
And Tobias, and I'm telling you from now, the second Klopp does leave Liverpool and a new manager comes in, Trent's position at Liverpool is under threat, especially at right back. Because I'm telling you, no other top manager will stand their wing fullback getting ruined like how he does. He gets destroyed by every winger in the league. They give him that work. Like, he doesn't have. I've never seen him a time where he's like held his own. Wingers go past him too easily. He doesn't even do anything. Bro, just drop a shoulder and just skip past him, and he just treaded water.
I don't watch you as often as obviously you, but I don't think I see it that bad, that drastic like that. I'm not even gonna.
Tobias. After this, just go on YouTube. Go watch it, bro. Watch the tapes. I'm telling you. You ask any winger, if I'm a winger and you can tell me if I can play against any fullback in the league, who would it be? I'm putting both hands up. Trent, give me Trent right now. Trent puts terrible wingers into form. They'll be terrible all season. They play against Trent, they're back on form because he's. I'm being through. I'm not. I love him.
So what's the alternative? Gomez.
It's even worse. That's why I'd rather play Trent.
No, no, you can't be saying. So you
I'd
can't.
rather play Trent.
You got Gomez there.
No, because Gomez would do something stupid and everybody would kill him. I'd rather be Trent. At least Trent's a good footballer. Gomez will get ruined and everybody just blows Gomez.
No. So why is Gomez still there then?
I don't have a clue.
No, look here. Yeah, you lot are gonna get battered, man. 3-2. 3-2 City, man.
On that note, we're Real Talk Football TV and we are out.